And now it's become like the latest and greatest, like a flex to drink a Buzz Ball, which is
now
crazy.
people will go to the bar and be like, "Y'all got Buzz Balls?"
Yeah. I mean, you've been seeing those TikTok trends, right? Where they're like adding the Buzz Balls to the coffees now and everything.
Oh man, I
my
was just about to
God.
say, dude.
Are you serious?
It's everywhere, bro.
No.
You know how you right now you were like, "Oh, it's got to be the green one." People only get the green one, and it's like I'm seeing this disgusting trend of people are like the white one. It's like, "Oh, do you having like a coconut flavored Buzz Ball?" That's not even. What is that, dude? You know, that's a DUI.
What's poppin'? It's your boy Moses, aka Nomo, chilling right here in the Lit Out Studio with episode 1 of the Brown Militia podcast. I got 2 very special co-hosts in the building. I got Mr.
Ernesto Ledesma. I'm a stand-up comic based out of Los Angeles. I be touring all over, pretty much all over the country, making people laugh. I got my own podcast. I record out of Pico Rivera called the Group Chat Podcast. That's group with 2 O's. And I'm here today joining this podcast. It's gonna be a beautiful day.
Yeah. And we got the big homie over here.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? It's your compa Hernan right here. Just a regular guy, you know, nothing special about me, but I have a podcast as well. It's called Los Compas Podcast, and then I do a little side one called the Chill Hour too. And, you know, I'm happy to be here, man. It starts something, you know.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. So the basis of this podcast for you guys, since it's our first episode, I'm going to break it down for you guys a little bit. We're going to try to have a rotating cast because everyone has their own lives and coming from different places. Every Wednesday or Friday, we'll either pre-record and drop on Friday, but in the long run, maybe we could even be live eventually one time once we get our footing down and stuff like that.
That'd be dope, man.
So this podcast is going to be about current events, news and stuff like that. We're going to give you our opinions, and you know, we can't help it but to make fun of some people. So if you have if you're very like easy to be offended, this is not the podcast for you, because we're going to make fun of everybody.
Yeah, these are going to be our hot takes, our not so hot takes, our medium lukewarm takes. We're just going to send shots and see what lands. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, kind of like a Walmart chicken fingers. Sometimes they're too hard, sometimes they're made perfectly. It just depends on what doña is making them, you know.
But it's always the right price.
It's always the right price.
It's always the right price.
Walmart be fucking it. I love Walmart.
Basically, that's our brand, Walmart Core.
We are the Walmart of the news.
Well, I could live off of that shit, bro.
Honestly, bro.
They're doing good. I mean, they're putting up numbers.
Hey, Walmart, give us a sponsorship, man.
Yeah, sponsored by Walmart. Shout out to the Johnson family out there, dog.
Oh God.
You guys shop at Walmart?
Yeah, almost exclusively.
Yeah, especially now that they got one in Southgate, right?
Oh yeah, dude. Are you kidding me, dude? I don't go anywhere else. That's where you get everything. You know
Honestly,
what I mean?
dog.
Yeah.
My groceries are like $120 at Walmart, dude. That's
dude.
fucking good.
Oh,
dog.
I don't know if that's good or not.
That's where I like to shop. My girl sometimes she likes to go to Target sometimes. I'm
Yeah.
like, what are you doing, bro? You're going to pay double the prices here at
Yeah,
Target.
you want to give away our money?
Yeah,
exactly. See?
it's just nicer though. It is nicer. So sometimes I will pay that extra money just to be around like Target people. You know
Just
what I
like
mean?
Taco
I'm like,
Bell.
oh,
What do you
this
mean
is-
Target people?
I don't know. They got like closed-toed shoes. You know, they got like you see a family. It's always like the nuclear family. It's like a mom and a dad. You know, a lot of single parents at Walmart.
That's true. I'm a single parent, so you're 100% right.
Yeah. I was gonna say, if you see anything bad about Target employees, I need to warn you, bro. I used to work at Target, so you gotta be careful, bro.
Yeah,
We're family now.
It's a mob.
By the way, that's how good the benefits are. You don't even work there. You still, I'll die for Target.
Nah, I won't, man. I won't.
He fucking
I'll
opens
die
his
for the people, not for Target.
He opens his shirt. He has a fucking what is it called? The bullseye right here and
bullseye?
shit. What happened to that dog?
Yeah, I think it's.
Is it still the logo?
I think it's still around. I could have sworn I seen him not too long ago.
They definitely put that thing down.
Yeah.
I heard it bit a kid.
Oh, you serious?
I heard it bit a kid at a Walmart.
The first time I saw him was on Next Friday, the movie, dog. Right?
Oh, yeah, Chico. You're talking about Chico.
Yeah, Chico.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, Chico's coming up, dog. He went from fucking Next Friday to Target. Like, this was legit.
And my mom still calls those dogs, and no matter what dog, if she sees one of those, it's a Chico. You know what I mean? That's what they're called in her head because of that movie.
Dog, I've never seen a dog make food look so tasty, dog. When that fool was eating that ham and shit after it got blown.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to the Taco Bell dog too. I miss that guy.
Oh yeah, that
Chihuahua,
guy.
dog. Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Yeah.
That was the first Mexican representative that I saw. I was like, hey, maybe I too can do it.
He was the big inspiration, man.
You know what? I could make the big screen too.
I mean, he has a way better agent. It's not even fair, but
that kid had a way with words, you know?
Dude, we were talking earlier about we were looking at like current events and stuff, and we saw about that thing about the Edgar kids.
Yeah,
you
the
want to tell
Edgars.
them about that?
So a group of Edgars, I forget what city was it, in the OC or LA, I'm not too sure. But a group of Edgars, maybe it wasn't even in LA. A group of Edgars go to a liquor store. They're looking for the drink of the year this year, which is Buzz Balls, right? So they go in there and get them a family size Buzz Ball and shit like that. And for some reason they decide not to pay for it. And they ended up blasting the clerk, RIP to the clerk, man, which is fucked up.
Bro.
Which, let's say, dude, like, it's obviously not funny to murder someone, but it's kind of funny to do it over buzz balls.
Like, you're gonna throw your life away over a buzz ball.
They're not even that good, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, but if it, like, that's definitely hashtag buzzball behavior.
Facts.
Buzzball behavior for sure, bro. I'm curious what flavor they got, man.
Yeah, it had to be the
'Cause
green one. Everyone always gets the green one
Yeah,
for some
yeah.
reason.
Okay.
It's like a paloma flavor, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
But the thing that I was telling you guys earlier too is like we used to like drink those before the party by yourself alone in shame because you couldn't afford to get fucked up at the bar or the party, and now it's become like the latest and greatest, like a flex to drink a buzz ball,
Yeah,
which is
now
crazy.
people will go to the bar and be like, "Y'all got buzz balls?"
Yeah. I mean, you've been seeing those TikTok trends, right? Where they're like adding the buzz balls to the coffees now and everything.
Oh man, I
my
was just about to
God.
say, dude.
Are you
I was-
serious?
It's everywhere, bro.
And
No.
then, you know how you right now you were like, oh, it's got to be the green one. People only get the green one, and it's like I'm seeing this disgusting trend of people are like the white one. It's like, oh, do you having like a coconut flavored
Yeah.
buzz ball? That's not even.
Ugh.
What is that, dude? You know, that's a
like-
DUI is what that is.
Please hold the Patron. I will take a buzz ball.
Fancy, dude, and they smell it before they drink it.
Yeah,
you know?
just swirling in my.
They spit it back out.
I wonder when it evolved into a buzz ball. Because I mean, I do that shit all the time too. Where like I pregame before going to an actual bar just to like
Right.
just to be buzzed already and maybe not buy as many drinks, save some money. But I wonder when it evolved to like being a buzz ball, because it always used to be like a bottle of vodka,
A Four
something.
Loko.
A Four
That's
Loko.
crazy to pregame before the bar. I like sitting down. And then when you wake up or you get up the next time, you're like,
You're dizzy.
yeah. I like for it to happen there.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude. And then you get there, you only have like two. I feel like, you know.
No,
For
but
sure,
I-
for sure, the club was a pregame. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
for
for
sure.
sure.
Or flyer parties and shit like that.
For the bar though, I feel like it's like a second win. You know, when you run and you get tired, but then if you keep running, you get that second win.
That's true.
It's the same thing. You
Like your second
pregame,
drunk.
and then you drink a little bit more at the bar, but you're still good to go. You keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's because the thing about the bar and shit like that, the bar and the club, dog, super expensive. A beer is like $10 some
Yeah.
places. It's hard to find places that you can get a beer for like $3. Luckily, Hops and Barley has like $4 beers, and even that's like what, $4? Hell yeah, it's a
Yeah.
Michelob Ultra, but still, you know.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh man, I was laughing so hard the other day. I was like in downtown LA and I saw this like homeless person drinking a Michelob Ultra.
A homeless person?
Yeah, dude. I'm like, dude, if there's anything you need, it's extra calories.
They did it with the pinky up too.
Dude,
Some
Pinky up?
nutrients, dog.
Yeah,
like
dude.
please drink a Budweiser, bro. Drink a
I was-
Modelo.
it was just a wild option, you know.
You still you gotta stay in shape out there though.
gotta be able to run away from the needles.
Yeah.
Fuck. Instead of you guys remember that game where you like you run and you get coins? It's like Indian Run or
Oh,
something.
Temple
like that.
Run?
Literally
Temple
every game
Run.
ever made.
But the fucking the crackhead one is like you're jumping away from needles and shit. You're getting fucking fentanyl as you run away and shit. Fentanyl pills.
That's crazy. Fentanyl, dude. People are doing fentanyl, and it's
On
crazy.
purpose.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's crazy. Like if you guys watch that YouTube channel, Soft White Underbelly, where they interview all these people from downtown LA, like all these homeless people, and some of them it's like, dude, you know how like not even a gram will kill someone. And then these people are just straight shooting up fentanyl, and it's like, yeah, it's not enough. I gotta get some more. What are you doing? That's crazy.
No,
That's what I'm confused about. Like, isn't supposed to kill you with even if you touch it, but fools are shooting it up. Like, so
That's because they're a different breed, bro. They're like legit superhumans. Like they were made in the lab, bro. Yeah.
Marvel's Avengers was based on them.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, dude. Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne. No, it is.
Fuck,
It is
dog.
wild, man. I think it's just years of abuse, dude. They've been using heroin for so long. It's just like, dude, nothing affects them. You
Yeah,
know?
they're just immune to that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be rough too, because that's one of those drugs where you need it after a while. You know what I mean? So it's like it can't be. At some point, you're like you don't even want to be doing it, but you gotta.
Yeah,
You know?
because I think even with like alcohol or like the more popular drugs that everybody does, right, and everyone knows which ones they are. Like it's more like a weekend fucking thing every other week, maybe a Wednesday here and there. But these fools wake up in the morning like I gotta fucking have it. Like
Yeah.
that's some crazy shit. dog.
Yeah, and then they just go and they cut your hair at the barbershop. That's crazy. No, I just feel like, everything's getting a little bit more popular, but I don't know. A while back, it seemed like there was all these different other. Remember, like the people are doing That's people eating people's faces. Bath salts.
Oh, the bath salts.
Bath-
The Florida girl.
Yeah, dude, but it
Yeah.
comes in like these waves. Like it was bath salts, and then it was like flaca, and then it's fentanyl.
Well, what's the crocodile one from Baltimore? People like turns your skin into
Oh,
crocodile.
crocodile.
Oh,
Damn, dog.
Yeah,
I didn't hear about that one.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's big in Russia too, and then
Russia.
how they use it and stuff like that is like people. It kills your nerves, so then it starts eating away at your flesh, and you can't even feel it because your nerves are shot. You know what I'm saying? So then by the time they check, they're just like they look like a goddamn zombie.
Fucking there's certain places in the world where like I feel like all right, you fools can do it. Like Australia, Russia, like there's nothing to do out there. You know, you're like
Yeah.
a mid-tier country. This ain't shit to do, dog.
Well, I mean, that's like a big topic, like in politics right now. Like to legalize certain drugs because that way people use it in a safe way rather than just going all out crazy trying to look for it. So I feel like that's always like a controversial thing.
Oregon did that, right? They pretty much they were like, "Hey, go crazy!" They decriminalized everything.
Yeah. And then you make a shit ton of money off of it too if you do it legally
There's
rather
like
than just
safe places, safe havens.
exactly. Yeah.
That's so crazy. I mean, but that just can't be good. Like, that's just gotta be CPD. Like your kids gotta know about that. You know what I mean? When
Yeah.
you see so many people doing drugs and then there's government programs and all that stuff, it almost makes it seem to these children like it's like, hey, it's not that bad.
And also too, I think in those cities, like you could, if you get caught with it, you're good. But if you get caught selling it, you're fucked. Still.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's almost like they fucking bait the drug dealers. Like, oh, let's all move to Oregon and sell drugs up there, and then they just get you all.
You know what that's like? It's like here in California with the flavored tobacco,
Mm-hmm.
where you can have that. Like you can have blunt, but you can't. They can't sell it to
'em.
you. It's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
dumb.
This is my bad, bro. This is like random as hell, but I don't know if there's like a Simpsons episode about this where they make weed legal,
With Marge.
so they have dispensaries and stuff like that. And then she gets a job at the dispensary, and then the I forgot his name, but the guy that's like a druggie in the show, like
Otto.
he's always high. He's like, bro, I don't like this. He's like, he finds a way to still buy it and make it seem like he's getting it like illegally.
Oh, he buys it off Homer. No, Homer has like a little lounge.
Yeah,
in the
Yeah,
back.
exactly.
they take like a shop and they make it look like a trap house,
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much, and they sit on the couch and eat Cheetos, and that's like part of the experience that people pay for.
Yeah. So he like misses the experience of getting it illegally, so he still like finds a way, even though it's illegal. He still
for
finds a
sure.
way to make it feel that way.
Yeah.
That's just fine.
In California is weird. It's just like go to the store, buy weed, but then you gotta meet someone shady to get blunt flavored. You know what I mean?
Backwards.
It's so weird.
I think a lot of it, like even with like gambling or even buying drugs, sometimes I feel like the chase of it is the more than just. Well, it's part of getting the high, you know.
Oh my
It's not just
God,
getting high.
so
Because I remember when weed like started getting legal. I was still smoking, and then they would deliver it to me, and some food would come and deliver it to me, and I would like pay him, and I'm like, that just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, like I gotta go do harder stuff now. No, but that's so true. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of like getting Uber Eats. When you're at the house and you're like looking at it, you're like, this is gonna be so good, and it just takes so long that by the time it gets to you, you're like, Uber Eats who, bro? You know what I mean?
Exactly,
I
yes.
don't even want this, and it's like not even. It's semi cold,
And it's
like,
double the price.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh
bro,
my
that's the
God.
worst part.
And they always forget something. And I never trust them. I'm always like, I know you took some of it. I know you did it, dude. That guy in a Corolla, you took some, dude.
Yeah, you needed it.
You got a Corolla, dude. That's Corolla behavior.
Oh fuck, dog. Well, speaking about drugs, Governor Newsom, right, from California, vetoed the bill, I guess, to legalize mushrooms. So people wanted mushrooms to be legal.
Yeah.
And this fool, I guess, it passed, and then he vetoed it. So there's no more. Well, you can't use. Well, you could never use them, but
Yeah, you can.
mushrooms are gone, dog.
We stayed the same. It's like, I mean, like I told you, bro. Like if they let it go through, you can make money off of it, which helps the state economy even more. And then people can use it, like you said, in a safe space. So like, I just don't get the like mentality behind it.
But I asked you earlier if you guys had ever done mushrooms, but you guys said no.
I'm not defending. I haven't even tried it.
No, but here's the thing. No,
Legalize
I'll
mushrooms.
defend it. But if you ever take mushrooms and you have one of those doses where you're like sitting there with your eyes open, but you're not even seeing your living room. You know what I'm saying? You're
Yeah.
seeing all these visuals, and sometimes you'll talk to something. It'll be like a thing that talks back. You know what I mean? I knew I was gonna sound crazy, but people that do mushrooms, you guys know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you'll have that, and you're like, oh, I think I'm talking to the universe, and it's a weird thing where it'll teach you all these crazy things or open your eyes to things. And I'm like, there's gotta be a reason that I want you to have that, dude. It's so weird. Like I'll see, and I like one time I took this crazy dose and I started seeing like all these weird hieroglyphs and like DNA strands and all kinds of crazy stuff. And then I was telling one of my friends about it and I gave him some and he took some and he didn't believe me, dude. And he had like the same experience. But I just hadn't told him like visually what I saw. I just told him it was wild. And he was explaining it to me. I was like, see, dude, we saw the same thing. We both didn't even talk about it. It's wild, dude. There's something about mushrooms that it's like more than a drug.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think especially with like all the history behind it, the music, going back to like Woodstock and stuff like that. It's definitely it ignites free speech and free thinking.
Yeah.
And what do governments want to do? They want you to go to work, pay taxes. They have more kids so they could tax them. It kind of like it kind of kills like the what is it called? The civilization thing that we have right now.
Yeah, the whole bit. I swear to God, that's what you start thinking, dude. You start. One time I was on mushrooms and I was like, I thought I was dying. But I was this back before I did stand up really, and I was working a regular job, and I was like, I gotta get out of this work thing, because I was like sitting there and I thought I was dying, and in my head all I could think about was like, I can't die, I gotta go to work in the morning. You know what I mean? It was like, what have we done?
What society. That's the word for the society we have, especially in America, which is like fucking. Oh my God, I'm losing my fucking train of thought right now, dog. We make money? Capitalism. Like, we have to go to work to make money, dog.
I mean, don't get me wrong, man. I like money. Money is good and stuff like that. But you just have to put it in the back of your head, all the horrible things that happen every single day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think like drugs and stuff like that, sometimes people use drugs, but it's not necessarily abusing them. You know what I mean? It's like that. Like alcohol is completely legal. You can have a rough day, and they even show it in movies. It's like, I had a rough day. I need a drink, and it's completely normalized. But once you like, if somebody was a parent, they're like, oh, I need a rough day. Let me take a capsule of mushroom or something. Everyone's like, this guy, someone take his kids.
Yeah, take his kids.
Same way with cigarettes too, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cigarettes are crazy. Those cigarettes, tobacco alone is like, it could be like a nootropic and have your brain work on different levels, and there's like perks to it. But just all the stuff that they add to it, like carcinogen, that's gonna give you cancer. It's like not even an option. Like it's not even it might anymore.
Yeah.
It's just gonna do it. You know.
You guys know who not Dr. Phil. There's another guy with glasses and white hair. He's
Dr. Umar.
No, not Dr. Umar Johnson.
I know who you're talking about.
He's like a sex guy, drug guy. Fucking he used to have a show, Dr. Drew.
Dr. Drew.
Sex drug guy.
That's all he talks about, like sex, drugs, and like
being known as a sex drug guy sounds pretty evolved.
I remember from MTV, and he was like, "I'm helping teenagers."
Yeah. Fucking weirdo.
Now he's like, let me show you how to have anal sex.
Well, point is, this fool is like, he talks about nicotine. He goes, he likes people to use nicotine because for fat people, he goes, if you're hungry, just put like a little lip of nicotine, the pouches, the Zins, and it'll suppress your hunger. He goes, what really fucks you up is the tobacco. If you smoke tobacco, that shit for sure is gonna give you cancer. But nicotine is actually like, he said also like prevents Alzheimer's and shit.
Oh, it gets your brain working, dude. It's like coffee. It just fires up on different cylinders that are like almost specifically made for that type of chemical, you know.
Which is dope. I think that's dope.
It's really cool, and I think like as like mushrooms and stuff like that, like people would microdose it and stuff like that, and it's crazy because if you're just a regular 9 to 5 person, people are like, dude, you're out here microdosing it, get a life. But if you're a celebrity, one's like, so brave. He's so brave.
Yeah. He's on a spiritual journey.
Yeah. Another reason why I'm okay with it being legalized is because Mike Tyson is for it, and I believe everything Mike Tyson says. That fool, the first time I heard about microdosing and stuff like that was from him, and I think he has like his own brand of mushrooms. I think.
And
for sure.
Yeah, and
Tyson
weed.
Farms,
Yeah.
Tyson Farms.
One time I was in Vegas and I opened up for somebody, and they brought a bunch of like from Tyson Farms, a bunch of edibles, dude.
Yeah,
Anyway,
high caliber shit.
Yeah.
Well, I think more to your point too is like if weed and mushrooms can calm a crazy person like Mike Tyson a fucking civilized human being, we all gotta be for it, dog. Because nobody wants to be in a street fight with Mike Tyson.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Have you heard all these conversations of him like on mushrooms?
Yeah.
That shit is crazy, bro. That's a trip.
What about before he was on mushrooms when he was talking about violence would get him hard? Like, yeah, dude, give that guy anything he needs to not kill somebody. Dude.
You see that should tell you why you should legalize mushrooms. Look at him before and after.
But everything is you know, you got to and even people that do mushrooms like habitually, they'll tell you like it's every couple months you'll take a trip, like a good trip and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, microdosing is fine, but it's like everything, you can't abuse it, because even if you try abusing it, then the mushrooms, it's almost like how I was going back to how they're almost alive. They'll almost kick you back out. It's like, hey, you already got what you needed. You know what I mean? So then they force almost like a bad trip on you. You know,
What's the point of the microdose though?
it's
Because the full dose is like God dose, whatever, is like you fucking see things and you experience things and you talk to people. What's the microdose for?
You don't because sometimes you get so lit on mushrooms, like
Can't
it's almost
function.
like I can't talk. I'm like just gone, dude. I'm like, it's like I'm in a sauna and I'm just like But you know, the if you take a microdose, it doesn't come with hallucinatory like perks to it. It's just like the feeling good, the little bit of happiness that comes with everything. It kind of amplifies it a little bit more. So if somebody starts to joke, it's just a little bit funnier. You know, one time I was laughing so hard at a Green Day song. I was like, it's not, I don't know why it's hilarious, but I'm having the time of my life. You know what I mean?
That kind of reminds me of like when I first started smoking weed when I was really young. Like you get the giggles or whatever,
Oh,
and you can't
yeah.
stop laughing.
Yeah, dude.
Yo, I have there's this one time where I'm not a big fucking weed smoker, or I don't take edibles and shit like that. But there's this one time where I went to a friend's house and they gave me some, what they would call, quote unquote, the good stuff.
Yeah.
And bro, I think I stayed there for a few hours. When it was time to go home, I was lit as hell, bro. I was lit as hell, and I couldn't drive back home. I drove there, but I couldn't drive back home.
Damn.
They gave me a ride, and I swear, bro, there's a straight road that you get to a stop sign, and that road is maybe like 2 to 3 minutes long. I swear to you, bro, that road was 20 minutes long that day, bro. Like I was tripping. I was like, bro, when is this road ending?
Yeah, man.
This is not a long road. What's going on here? And the craziest trip ever I had.
One time I had taken edibles and I was driving up to do a show in the middle of nowhere, and the GPS took me through this mountain, dude, and I'm like driving through all these windy roads, and it's just sketch already, you know, and there's people behind me like on my ass, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I gotta be really on it, dude. And then every road looked the same for like half an hour. And in my head, I was literally like, oh, I died. I flipped my car. I'm in hell right now. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm just bound to live this forever now.
This was in those
Scary.
horror movies where you like where it's like a same turn every single time and it just
Yeah.
keeps taking you back, bro.
Yeah, dead ass. I thought I was like,
Purgatory.
getting so lit.
Yeah.
That's how I felt, dude. But you know what's the difference is like LSD. I'm like, definitely don't legalize that. That's crazy. I've taken LSD every single time. I'm like, it's just like a stronger mushrooms. I can handle it. Every single time I just like I'm in a hotel room and I'm trying to force myself to go to sleep. I'm scared. You know what I mean? It never works.
Oh fuck, dude.
It's but that's that's a little bit about me.
Oh, yeah, bro. We can have a weekly like update from him
I know.
on the trips and stuff
So
like
this
that.
week's batch of psilocybin was extremely high.
Last week, I did Ontario Improv, and some dude brought me this brick of like, I don't know, some edible, and then we had this show to go to, me and my girlfriend. She does stand up too. Shout out Remy. But so we took the edible, dude, and it's like we were so high the next day still, and it was like that's what happens. We're just taking random edibles that some guy brings you
people.
at a comedy club.
Yeah.
I got a homie who he's just like he's curing like a big ass. He probably has like he grew it from the backyard, right? He has some outdoor weed and he's already curing it and whatever. And yesterday we were talking about it. I'm all like, hey fool, like we should, he cuts hair, so I'm like, you should make some products, some pomada, something that with weed in it, some low whatever, and like sell it at your shop.
Yeah.
Makes sense. And he goes, yeah, I should, huh? I'm all like, just don't do what I did, fool, when I was like 15, dog. I did a bunch of fucking weed, I crumbled it up and I put it in some brownies and I tried to cook it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the whole house smelled like burnt weed for
Oh.
fucking
Dude,
ever.
that secondhand high.
Because my dumbass didn't know that you're supposed to make it into
Like a
butter
oil.
Yeah.
and then you put it into the
Yeah.
brownies, dog.
Oh my god, dude, that's another thing, dude. If weed and stuff like that's so bad, how come your grandma always has weed? Is that crazy? Grandmas always be like, where you'll be like, what is this? And they're like, spill me alcohol, you know? And they put it in the alcohol, rub it in their joints. They always got a plug, so you're like, who got you this? Who's selling my grandma drugs, dude?
It evolved from the little container where you put all the soy and stuff in there.
Oh yeah,
It evolved from
Cookie jar.
that to
cookie
like all the
jar.
little weed products.
Or the one with
That's
the
so
butter
funny.
one.
Yeah.
Fucking I have a neighbor, his mom, well, he was adopted, but his mom was like 60 something when we were like 12, and she was like, hey, my mom said if you could find her some stress. I was
Oh, yeah,
like,
that's
we can find her some stress, all right.
Yeah,
It still has sticks and stems and shit.
Dude, I remember one time my mom being like needing some for the alcohol thing, and then trying to get it. She was trying to get it from my brother. She's like, "Oh, give me like a little bit." And I remember this fool taxing her, being like, "Yeah, it's like grab like $30." You know what I mean? He charged her like my mom was a white girl. You know what I mean?
I gave her white Beverly Hill prices.
Damn, dog. As a
up.
kid, I was like, "Well, I didn't even get it." But as an adult, I'm like, "That's messed up, dude. That's wild."
You know what is messed up too? Finally, the Tupac killer, Keefe D, I believe, from I think he's from Compton or something. He finally got arrested. He confessed that he was actually Tupac's. He orchestrated, maybe not the one that shot him, but allegedly he confessed to be involved in the shooting.
Yeah.
And everyone, like 50 Cent, was making fun of Puff Daddy, saying that he needs to get his shit together and lawyer up immediately.
Oh yeah,
Because there's rumors that he's
I mean,
on
you guys saw the video of like P Diddy crying.
yeah.
He was just like begging for his life and stuff,
yeah,
begging to God.
Right,
That's
reminds me
funny
of
you
R.
mentioned
Kelly
that.
when I just want to live my life.
When he
got
was
caught.
like, "I'll fight for my life out here." It's like, you did it. You definitely did it. That type of reaction. It's never like it's never like some PR thing, like a well written out thing. It's always like, "Nah, man, what? That's crazy. You guys are crazy."
Yeah.
But definitely, I didn't know what the context was of him admitting that though. I saw a video where it sounds like it's somebody kind of recorded it, maybe on like a tape or something, or like through their phone. But what was the scenario? Was he talking to somebody, or was he talking to the police about it?
Well,
or
Keefe,
like an
the
informant?
guy Keefe D, confessed to the police like 10, 12 years ago, and those tapes are starting to come out. And that fool keeps going on Vlad TV. You guys know what Vlad TV is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He keeps going on Vlad TV and telling like piece by piece, snitching on himself and all the other homies. The guy who supposedly did pull the trigger, that fool's already been dead, Orlando Brown or something like that.
Yeah.
And then there's cops that go on Vlad TV. Like, they're just laying it all out there for everybody.
Yeah.
And they decided to finally pull the trigger. But Keefe D said that one time at a party at, like, it was like a, not a mansion party, but like a hotel party back in the 90s. P. Diddy was in a room full of a bunch of Crips. And he said, "I'll give anybody $1 million who can bring me like Tupac's head or whatever."
What the hell?
I mean, but what? I don't know. That's just when I'm in hotels, I say the exact same thing about it.
You said
I'm
the
like,
exact
that dude that heckled me, I'll give you 10 grand.
Bring me his head.
You let it go. This guy just took it way personal. He's like, "I'll do it. I'll freaking do it, dude." Because wasn't there a thing about how they didn't pay him or something?
Yeah, he never got paid.
That's what it sounded to me. It sounded like P. Diddy was just wilding out. He said something, and the guy was like, "All right, word, I'll do it." Then he was like, "I did," and he's like, "What? What? I never said. What are you talking about? I'm not paying up." You know, that's good. I can see that scenario as well, but it's weird even when you guys agreed that like the police had these tapes the whole time.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Just put it out, dude. Doesn't that seem like they should be charged with kind of messing with an investigation?
Yeah, like something about evidence or
Like
conspiracy.
tampering.
Yeah.
Tampering.
Tampering.
Well, to me, it looks like they were paid off to not say shit.
Yeah. I mean, P Diddy got a lot of money, got a lot of connections, but I mean, at this point in time, everybody pretty much knew who did it. Everybody had an
Yeah.
idea. I mean, what is it, Suge Knight? You know what they should do? They should put Suge Knight and P Diddy in the same song. see how that
I
goes.
feel bad for P. Diddy, dog.
Yeah.
Suge Knight's a big motherfucker, dog.
What do you mean? That's gonna be like a prison version. Their whole cell's gonna turn into like, what do you call it when people go on that show? The Shark Tank.
Oh, the
It's like
Shark
Tank. They just got money. People are gonna come in here like, give you 20% of my crop for 50% of the profit or whatever. You know what I mean? People are gonna be in there making business, dog.
Yeah, that's a good idea, though. Like, put them in the same song and make it a reality show, dude.
Hell yeah.
That'd be some good shit.
I
Right
would
Saying,
watch
like,
that.
I'll give you 3 sopas and 2 honey buns.
I'd watch
I'm an
like,
investor now.
I'd watch like a Storage War version of like whatever's happening in prison. You know what I mean? I'll take $2 for that honey bun. Give me 3 YC4.
Stories. Hey, that show's lit.
It's lit.
Yeah.
Fuck, dog.
That's crazy though. I mean, I've also at this time is like, just, hey, bro, just go down for the murder. Even if you didn't do it, just do us all a favor. You haven't put out a good single. Like, what song has he put out ever, dude? What is he famous for at this
Ooh.
time, anyways?
You know what else he did? I think he started giving the rights to like certain songs and
His
music
old
to
artists.
his old artists.
Yeah.
And at this point, people are like, bro, it's not worth anything anymore. Like,
It's
you're
like
not,
$800 a month.
yeah, exactly. It's not. They're not gonna get any money
Hey,
off of
dude,
that.
start a podcast. You know what I mean?
He's gonna start a podcast.
From prison.
Yeah.
Doing numbers though, you know.
Have you guys noticed that there's a lot more pictures and videos from people inside prison?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they sneak cameras in, bro.
Is the phones are getting smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what else? That one day that we had the national emergency alert or whatever.
Yeah.
You know how people have phones hidden in their cells and stuff like that. I wonder if they ever got caught because it hits every phone.
A lot of rectums were vibrating.
I'm not sure if it felt good or bad for the fools that had keister it and shit, you know? Also, like people with double families, like dads and truckers who have two families and have two phones.
Yeah, that and the people like there's women and guys out there too that are in abusive relationships and they have like a second phone hidden.
Oh, one of those in case he hits me too hard ones.
Too hard.
Get out. If you need a phone to be like, hey, just in case, hey, it's gonna happen, dude. I mean, just in case, it already must have happened once. If you're like already preparing for the worst, dude, get out. You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't know if you guys heard about the conspiracy theory about the national emergency thing. Supposedly, what people were saying, you know, people have crazy stories nowadays. They said that once that national emergency alert like hit everybody's phones, specifically the people with the COVID vaccines, the people that got the vaccine, the certain frequency that the national emergency test was gonna like put out or whatever, the people specifically with the vaccines, I guess they were gonna turn into zombies or whatever.
Sick. That would have been so dope, dog.
So I was waiting, man. I was like, I was legit in bed. I had all the devices around me waiting, and I was disappointed.
You had like a seance with the fucking triangle on the
little
circle,
candle.
summoning the devil. Like, oh.
Let me tell you, man. Since I was 7, that's been my ideal scenario. Every time I shower, I'm like, ooh, there better be zombies out there, dude. I'm about to, you know what I mean? It's your life. It's your dream.
This was our one chance, man. It didn't happen.
Yeah, there's always been cool video games with like I remember the two little kids, and one had like a green gun and a pink gun and a bat, and the zombies were coming. Zombies have always been like the.
Here's the only like it just sounds that conspiracy theory. I mean, and don't get me wrong. If somebody loves conspiracy theories, it's me. But that one just sounds a lot too close for comfort. Like the plot for that SpongeBob movie with the buckets on their head. Remember? They got that bucket. All of a sudden they were robots.
And they got
like
controlled.
Is that the plot from SpongeBob the movie? That's crazy. I feel like the government would come up with something way cooler. You know what I mean?
If have you seen like all the zombie shows like The Walking Dead, and then there's a bunch of spin-offs. I heard recently, the LA one, season 1 LA, I don't know, I forget what it's called, Rising Dead or Rising something like whatever. They were like in LA. That one was dope. But I heard like now like one of the main characters is like in Paris somehow, some way. Like how the fuck did he get in Paris, dog?
Oh yeah,
for real.
It's like a cruise, dude. Let's be real.
A cruise.
And also, you know what's wild to me is like zombies. We're so like the cognitive dissonance is so crazy. We just like every day is some crazy stuff, and we just move on to the next thing. Like remember Aliens? Aliens confirmed. Like that just happened, dude. What about that? Did you guys see those Peruvian face peelers?
Yeah, those kind of freaky, man.
Yeah,
I've heard about them. I don't really know too much details about them, but I guess in Peru they discovered like this, I don't know, this freaky, and I guess they're pretty tall too. Yeah, and there's a couple like villages in Peru that have gotten attacked by these quote unquote aliens.
Yeah,
and it's wild. It's crazy.
Like they're peeling people's faces. Supposedly they attacked this like 14-year-old girl and like scratched her all up. But they're like and they were describing them. They're like tall, like how he said, and they got like all this shiny armor. And they were talking about how they had like these weird like disc shaped like shoes type things that let them hover around and they kind of float around and stuff like that, all crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like they were all over the Peruvian news and stuff like that in like Latin America, like asking for the Marines to come help and stuff like that. And it's like it never even made it to the US.
It never, yeah. So they're probably at war right now with these aliens, bro.
Yeah,
and no one cares.
Before it even started coming out on like TikTok and stuff like that, everyone's all like, so this has been happening for about a month. So now it's you know what I mean?
Legit, bro. I just find I don't know. It in my head, it seems funny because like we're over here, everybody's chilling in the U.S. and then Peru's just at war with aliens right now, bro, and nobody knows about it.
And it's crazy how we had to find out through TikTok.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, but that's how it is. That's what I'm saying. Like TikTok, dude. That's how it is. Even though, because remember, isn't there still a whole Ukraine-Russia war happening right now?
Yeah.
And it was like, that was trending for about a week. And
that gave us content for about a week.
Everybody moved on, but it's like, they don't talk about it on the news, but you go to TikTok and they have whole Ukrainian soldiers. Hey, this is my account. I got 26 kills, confirmed kills. You know what I mean? Like, it's Call of Duty over there.
It's Call of Duty.
You get to see all these POVs of like people at war. It's like, TikTok's where you're getting real media from. So that's how come when you see stuff like that where it's a conspiracy theory, quote unquote, but then it's like, is it? Because I mean, if this is the only place we're hearing about it, but then there's people backing it up with like, look at this is an actual proof of news story over there. This is actual video of somebody's phone. It's like, is this real? Or I mean, you don't even know what's real, what to believe anymore. You know?
Facts. I feel like every time there's like a crazy thing going on in the world, they come out with a UFO story or an alien story.
That's another conspiracy theory, bro.
That's what kills me because I want them to be real. You know what I mean? But it's like-
It's a whole bait and switch.
It is weird that it's always aliens that they try to come up with every time there's like a big event happens in the world.
Do you ever notice that you have homies or you know people that like, hey, well, you kind of look like an animal. Like,
Oh, yeah.
some fools look like squirrels, some fools look like orangutans, some
Fucking
fools look like
maniacs.
giraffes.
They're undercover, man.
But to me, whenever I see a human that looks like he has like animal facial features, I always think like if I was an alien, I would fucking like mix like a bunch of species and just
Yeah.
let them roam, dog. That'd be kind of cool to do, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's blasphemous. I'm telling Jesus about that. Dude. That's crazy.
To get all religious and shit.
No, Russia tried to do that, dude. Russia tried to do that in the Cold War. They had this whole thing where they were trying to make mutant or human gorilla men. So
Really?
they were gonna be. Think about that, dude. An army of gorilla motherfuckers, dude. That's crazy. That's wild. You know.
You know how like Elon Musk is you doing that Neuralink to like help people who can't walk again? What if you just put them on a 1,000 giraffes and shit and you start like attacking people? You know?
Start standing up straight.
Yeah,
Dude, would you guys get the Neuralink?
I would.
Yeah.
If I could control like my body like a 2K player, hell
Like a
yeah.
2K
like I'm
player?
gonna give myself like 100 health and shit, like speed, stamina, no sleep. You know, like
Yeah.
would you
It's
do
just,
it?
I would like to think that because dude, unlimited knowledge.
Yeah.
And then you can just, you're gonna be rich. You have all the knowledge to do it. You're just gonna go out and do it. Anything you want, it's possible. But then it's like,
Wait, what if because you're a comedian? What if somebody gets it and they become super funny and way funnier
True.
than you?
oh,
Would you
my
be offended by that?
God, dude?
That he's
I'll
not
be-
naturally funny?
I'll personally be. I'll go to prison. You know what I mean? I'm
You
like,
go to
that's
prison?
not fair, dude. That's bullshit. That's
or they become a
crazy.
podcaster, bro. And
Yeah.
they just blow
They
us
beat
out of
Joe
the water.
Rogan. Yeah, see that?
Yeah.
But that's the thing is like and then would it be like AI, like how people are now deciding stuff, like people are deciding stuff using AI, and there's this whole uproar about it with artists and stuff like that because it just uses
Yeah.
like pieces of other people's already created art or their style or whatever.
Well,
know?
they came out with this Drake song. I think Drake and The Weeknd. That
Yeah,
shit was
the-
fire.
Oh,
Dude,
dude,
I have that shit in my playlist, bro.
yeah.
I played every day.
Bro, I actually heard like it's AI is so. I actually heard a Gangster's Paradise cover from a toothbrush.
Oh,
Did you-
I've seen
What?
I've seen the exact same cover by a chainsaw.
Oh, dude! And then it sounds like they make it to where it's actual words almost, but with the
Yeah, it's legit just the toothbrush sound, but the song.
yeah, it's so good though.
Yeah.
But like AI is so good. I mean, how could we ever? You know what I mean? I'm for sure. Like, how long till I lose my girlfriend to AI? You know
True.
what I mean?
Well, I think the first people to convert, like, as far as like losing boyfriend and girlfriends, guys will order one of those dolls from Japan, the super
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
sexy one. Put a chip on it. Put Alexa inside. Like,
How you know about
hey
that?
Alexa, come to the living room. Give me a blowjob.
Yeah.
How you know about that, bro?
I'm just saying, like, guys would be the first ones. I don't think girls would like get a husband.
Some people
No.
need that too, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Some people is like, you're weird. Get one of those,
Yeah.
and then maybe
The people that can't talk to girls and end up shooting them to
Oh,
school,
yeah,
they should be the first one. It should be government issued. This is yours.
yeah, definitely.
Stay in your house, dog.
They should make you take like a psychological test, and then it just shows up. And then they're not like you're crazy. They're just like, hey, you should, hey, we just thought you needed.
We're gonna
one.
send you one of these.
Yeah, just a freebie. You crushed it at your test.
But I think all crushed it. You scored a high SAT. You need one of these. I think we all know a person or have people that we went to school with that, like, like, hey, this fool needs one of those shits.
Oh, it's always the guy that like. Have you ever had that friend or that guy in school and then he would say something and he would say something and repeat it to himself all quietly and quietly. You're like, what are you doing? You're a murderer. You're in 7th grade and you're a serial killer.
Or guys that would go up behind girls and just smell their hair, like,
Oh,
Yo, there was this kid in my school.
old
that
school
did that
pervs.
shit. Yeah.
Old school, and they always
yeah, OG pervs, dog.
yeah. They need to bring them
A
back.
bunch of freaks,
Shout out
man.
to those kids. Somebody posted like for my year pictures of like his yearbook for some reason. No context. He just posted a picture of it, and I was kind of like going through it. I paused this, being a chismoso that I am. I paused it, and went through it, dog. And I was like, I don't remember none of these motherfuckers, dog. Like, how many people did we go to school with that just stopped going to school because something happened to them? They died. They got kicked out.
Damn.
Like, there's so many weirdos. Like, we remember the people that made it all the way to high school.
Yeah.
And we still keep it cool with them on Instagram. But look at how many weirdos we went to
Wow.
school with, dog.
That's true, man.
That
That's true.
died, dude. That didn't even make it to high school.
Or
and you don't
probably
even know?
prison for fucking rape or like
Oh, yeah.
crazy shit, killing their family.
Dude, one time I used to work Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Hey, cut it out. Cut it out.
Once I used to work at this grocery store, and one of the dudes that was at doing the grocery, he'd be the guy in the lines that would be restocking everything.
Yeah.
So then this guy, he would always work late shifts, like super late. He would close and stuff, and then he got caught for like that, dude, for raping women afterwards. When he was leaving home, he would walk by this crazy field that was on the way to his house, and he would like take somebody over there, but he would always use like that box cutter from work, bro. People are insane, dude. You never know. You never know, bro. And he had gotten this girl pregnant that worked there too. And then it's like, well, now she has to quit. You know what I mean? Because everyone's like, hey, your boyfriend's wild. And
then you're born, your dad's in prison for being a fucking rapist and shit.
like, it's crazy how much
but also too, like maybe he was just fucking that girl, and that girl, like, what, did she die? He killed her?
No, but it was because he got one girl came forward and she was like, he assaulted me and he forced me with the blade. And then multiple girls from the same area were like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. And then the whole story, everybody's story matched up about like that little field.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Because nowadays girls can ruin a guy's life like that.
Oh, for sure.
Like just by making assumptions and shit. So
Yeah.
Sometimes every time I hear like a story like that, I always want to make sure you give it time. Don't give it too much. Don't like make an assumption right away. But if the story checks out, it checks out. Dog.
Oh, it's just crazy. Yeah, he definitely went to prison for that. But that is crazy how you said like, and then you have your family, and then that's that kid's dad, and it's like it's crazy how many lives you ruin just because you're an idiot. You know what I mean?
Horny idiot.
Yeah, it's so wild. So. Anyways, that's a commercial for these sex dolls.
Yeah. Link below.
What a drag.
Free promo.
Sorry.
Free promo.
Use the word Brown Militia, 20% off your Stacy doll.
20% off Blue Chew.
Blue Chew. Hey, can we get a Blue Chew sponsor, please?
Facts.
ASAP.
Not after that rape joke or
You know-
what a rape story or whatever.
You know how all podcasts have like a sponsorship and shit. What sponsorship would you really want to get free supply from?
Damn, bro. I'm currently working on that, man. I'm trying. It's not. I'm getting over with it, but I'm trying to get a Ghost sponsorship. I don't know if the
Ghost.
Yeah, it's like supplements, like energy drinks and
I like
protein.
the energy drink. The energy drink is
I love
fire.
their stuff, man.
They're the
If you
ones
get
that
it, let
have-
me know, dog.
Yeah,
They're the ones that have that candy,
It's the Sour Patch
Sour
Kids.
Patch.
yeah.
Fire, dog.
Yeah, that's so good, man. That's my goal right now. That's my top of the list right
Damn,
now.
that's
What
a good
about
one.
you?
That's a good one. No, you go first.
Well, obviously, I think we can all agree buzz balls.
Yes,
The biggie ones only.
Wait, and we got to go back a little bit to the buzzball thing.
Oh, the Edgars.
Yeah, the Edgars.
All right, dog. So
Yeah.
leave a comment on this one if you guys are still watching,
Yeah.
listening. So are Edgars the new gangsters? Because back in my day, I don't know about you guys, right? I'm 33 years old. I don't know how older you guys are. But back in my day, 501s, Cortezes, bald head, dog. That was the essential gangster, loud and proud. These fools could kill you, fucking shoot you, whatever.
Yeah.
You stay away from the bald-headed fools. Now, apparently, it's the Edgar cut.
Oh yeah, dude. I guess it transitioned. I remember I'm 30, and I remember it slightly transitioning. Like when I was getting out of middle school, and they started being like pretty boys, but some of those would hang out with those cholo kids,
Yeah.
and they were like a hybrid. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They were a hybrid of it, and I
It's-
always remember me thinking at the time too, like they weren't even a problem then, but me thinking that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
I remember
Your
Yeah, bro.
foresight was
Yeah,
amazing.
dude, I was
a
like-
polo shirt, but baggy jeans. You're
Oh,
like,
the
"Mwah."
Hollister,
Or the
Oh.
button-ups. Remember the Jay-Z button-ups that everybody started wearing?
Yeah.
Gangster
Ooh,
shit.
yeah, but they're wildin'.
Bro, we went from sock check to cut check. To cut check, yeah.
Bang check,
The
dog.
bang check,
also,
yeah.
I also want to, and we don't blame enough parents, if we're just being real, because a lot of those kids, those Edgar kids, that's the motherfuckers we went to school with. That's their kid. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
our
That's
peers.
their kid, and we know that like our friend was a little cholo gangbanging ass motherfucker in middle school and high school. He grew up and had a kid, and yeah, maybe he works for the electric company now, and he got his life together. But he's
But
still like he's
influenced
still
them.
adjacent. So then that kid grows up, and
Yeah.
even if he's not in a gang, he's kind of a little bit still attached. He's like gang adjacent, gang member adjacent.
Yeah,
So-
sometimes too. I don't like to listen to certain music around my son, and because I was heavily influenced and easily influenced by rap and gangster music. I wanted to be a gangster so bad, right, growing up, and so I don't want him to do the same thing, dog.
Yeah.
So I try to listen to like Drake and shit only around him.
You're making him
I don't
into
know,
a
that
sad
makes me
boy,
laugh,
bro.
dude. Makes me- He was like, "Wanted to be a gangster so bad."
I
But
did,
it's so
dog.
true.
Yeah.
People. It was
Listening
so
to
cool.
Bone Thugs, Easy E,
Yeah.
all the West Coast music, and then today, like I bought that for we bought that for some shoes, some Jordans for his birthday just past this weekend, right? So today he put on a black hoodie, a Crenshaw jersey over it, some green Nike like sweatpants, and then
Yeah.
the blue shoes, and he kind of has like a low key kind of Edgar cut, but it's in between the Edgar McGregor cut and a Logan Paul cut.
Oh, okay.
So I'm all like, I looked at him. I'm like, fuck, what am I doing? Like this one kind of looks like.
No matter what, they always go down that path, bro.
And it's kind of like I feel guilty because you know
It's a canon event. What do they call it? That's one of those canon events. You
Literally,
can't stop
dog.
them, dude. I mean, look, man. You could have two. You could have one or two. You could have that kid, or you could have one of these like My Chemical Romance ass kids. You know what I mean? I don't know if they still make them, but those are the options back then. You were you were a rocker, huh?
It's
or
true.
you were banging.
emo fool, you know.
Yeah, that's that emo fool.
That's legit accurate, bro. Because there was that group of kid or the cholos.
Yeah,
You
dude.
pick.
And I always felt like, dude, low key, I'm like a mix of both, but I always felt like you had to choose a side.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wife, I guess I'm not gangbanging. I gotta fucking be sad now.
Sad fool.
Yeah, then I grew up and I was like, oh, I could just vibe out, dude. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It doesn't matter. But it's crazy that you would be influenced by music like that. Like, why was I listening to Sugar Free? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm just
pimpin'.
like, baby, why you Nah, I never hit a woman. No,
Yeah.
but I
slap the shit out of a bitch. And to me, dog, that was one of my core values. Like,
Yeah.
I'll never hit a girl, but if a girl
Yeah.
ever talks shit to me, I'll sock that bitch.
Yeah.
And it was because of a Sugar Free song.
For sure,
People
dude.
are gonna think I'm stupid, but literally, that's how kids think.
No,
dog.
it's true,
When you're a
dude. In middle
child.
school, I went to Edison Middle School. They tried to bring us The Rock to give us a motivational speech. They couldn't afford him. They brought Sugar Free.
Are you
I
serious?
swear to God, and I was
crazy.
too nervous to get his autograph because I was like, "That's a real pimp." He'll slap the shit out of a
Yeah.
bitch. I mean, what do you think he's
Why
gonna
you
do to me?
bullshitting?
You know what I mean?
Fuck, dog.
And that's dead ass, dude. I don't know what it was, dude. So I blame like partially it's like parents. You know what I mean? It's like these kids out there that those kids that shot him. We might know those dudes. You know what I mean? We might know his parents.
Might
you
be
know what I mean?
related to him.
That might be that dude that when you were in ninth grade, that was the senior. You know what I mean?
The super senior.
The super senior. The ones that hang out around the high school. No, or the ones that graduate, but they hang out around the high school still.
Oh, they're
just
dating
drive by
like
and
a
stuff.
10th grader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was always weird to me.
Yeah, it is
I used
weird.
to, in my high school in Southgate, it was super prevalent. All the 9th and 10th grade girls would date seniors, and all the like 11th, 12th grade girls would date fools that are out of school. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's the pussy for me,
Somebody's dad.
dog? I was
Yeah.
a pussy too. And that's how you create school shooters, dog.
No, it's true, dude. It's like you're 14. You gotta you gotta compete with someone's dad. They got a Mustang and they got like
Someone's
a job.
dad.
What?
I feel bad for the fools that like will have girlfriends all throughout middle school and they think they're gonna be together forever. And then his girlfriend, they're both
yeah.
at high school and she leaves him for a senior.
Yeah.
Damn,
Oh.
depression, homie, straight up.
Dude, and you know they're fucking. He's a senior. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
He's
Dude, I
smashing your girl.
Dead ass, dude. When I was like in 7th grade, dude, I had the biggest crush on this girl named Jackie. She was like Argentinian or something. And you know, back then you were just like in the school, it was just like black kids and Mexican kids. So you're like, oh, she was basically white.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
She
So
was
it
exotic.
Yeah, so I was like, damn, she's exotic, dude. So I was like in love with this girl, dude. And then I remember like in 8th grade, she started dating some fucking high school kid, and I was like, well,
That was nice.
well,
while it
she's a
lasted.
whore.
She's a regular girl. No, she's a whore now.
She's a piece of shit.
We're supposed to get married. I don't even know who you are. I don't talk to you. We're supposed to get
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
so that's my fucking origin story.
So who would you
Start
like
off
to be,
again.
who would you like to be sponsored by? Your podcast?
No, if I could have a sponsor for real, I'd probably do like I don't know, what would be like a Latino, like Tapatio.
Or Modelo?
Hey,
Tapatio's good.
Tapatio's a good one?
Tapatio's good. But I mean, that's not even what red dye is going to be illegal now. What a transition.
Tapatio has red dye?
Oh, God, I don't know, dude. But everything that's
hope
good
not.
has red dye, dude.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
true. I mean, they're gonna ban Skittles and
Well, they banned Skittles. It's the first one
Yeah.
to get banned in California.
Skittles
They're
are
coming
good.
after Hot Cheetos, dog.
No,
That's
they cannot
really
come
gonna set
after,
the
bro.
that's really gonna set the Edgars off.
I'm
And
gonna move
that's-
out of
yeah.
California if they do that.
That's like
Yeah.
a Mexican issue right there. That's a Latino issue.
They're coming
the hot
after-
Cheeto things. It's
Yeah.
the same way when they banned Mentos and the black community was an uproar. You know, it was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
seems, they're like, we're doing it for everyone, but it seems targeted.
Yeah,
Damn, they're trying to kick us out of here, dog.
I don't know.
I'll gladly move out, man. If they get rid of hot Cheetos, I'm out.
Dude, and then red, I mean, come on, man. It's like, because it's not even, all the good shit is red. You know, you go to the
Yeah.
store, what kind? You give me the red kind.
Hawaiian Punch.
You never, yeah.
Hawaiian
dude.
Punch.
You're not even, it's not even a flavor half the time. It's just red and it's good.
Yeah.
Give me some of that red stuff.
Yeah, you're,
Or is it the Dave Chappelle skit?
Give me some of the
I want,
purple.
yeah, I
Yeah,
want some
dude.
of that purple stuff.
you ever tasted blue? That's the shit.
Hey, isn't it crazy? Gatorade, like you used to. There's people that would never name it, never call it by its name, just the color, the yellow,
Yeah.
the orange, and the red, right? But now there's like 5 different types of blue. That shit pisses me off.
Yeah, but
that
they're all
pisses
categories
me
different.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, what is that? The only one that seems sketch to me is that one that looks like antifreeze.
The frost,
It's
frost.
Yeah, that
the white
frost
one. Hey, that was
Baby
it was
blue.
low key good though. I like that one.
No, it's always sketch to me when flavors they start sounding like Yankee Candles. You know what I mean? That's what I don't like. That's actually like that's the loophole they found for blunts now. It's like it can't be a flavor, so they're just like, he's not smoking peach, he's smoking Dream Fusion.
It's a scent.
It's like, it's like, what are you talking? He's smoking Hope. What? So weird.
Hey, I need you guys to end an argument for me. What color is the lemon lime flavor for you guys?
Yellow.
Yellow? Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and say green.
No, because this is the argument I have, bro. I don't understand the people that say green, how they see green in that drink.
It's not green, dog.
It's not green.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like what? What about that color?
You're talking about the liquid.
Liquid.
What
Yeah, the liquid.
Well,
the bottles are clear, fool.
Yeah.
What, so you're gonna come at me saying yellow? You're gonna come at me. It's clear.
You're the only one saying green right now, bro.
You guys are saying yellow. That's crazy.
The liquid is yellow, dog.
The liquid is yellow on which one? On
on
which-
lemon
the
lime.
original lemon lime.
Yeah, the original lemon lime.
Sprite.
Look up a picture of that
Sprite
shit
is
now.
white.
Yeah, what lemon lime are you guys talking about?
The original Google.
Yeah, look up a picture of it real quick.
Gatorade flavor. Watch.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes, it's
Yeah.
green.
No, it is not green,
Yeah.
man. Nah.
Because they also have a yellow one.
Yeah, that's the yellow one. The cucumber, that's green.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's a green one.
You seen that hack and people put chamoy in it and they fucking shake it up.
That's just okay. Look,
Which one?
what color is that? This is the original.
I'm
tri-
looking at-
the,
I'm
the,
looking-
the
original
Holy
trio,
Trinity.
the Holy-
This
the
is the
Holy
Holy Trinity
Trinity
right
right
here.
Okay, so I'm looking at red, orange, green.
No.
He's like trying to be an asshole. No,
It's like a stop sign. It's like a stop sign. That's what it was modeled after. Look it up.
yeah. Everybody watching, comment what you think. If it's yellow or green. If it's green, unsubscribe right now.
You're telling me you go pee and it looks like that.
Yeah, lemonade,
Oh,
dog.
I would get that checked out.
Well, you order lemonade at Applebee's or anywhere. I don't know who's going to Applebee's, but it says you go to an Applebee's and order lemonade. What color is it?
White.
Yellow.
You guys are crazy.
PP
What
yellow.
yellow?
What
It's
you got
not
against
PP yellow? It is not. Oh, I'd be so pissed, dude.
Nah, but
That's a beer.
What you got against yellow?
I don't have anything against yellow. Like yellow. My teeth are yellow.
My tank is yellow.
Threat level yellow. I mean,
Threat
I'm
level
very
yellow.
chill, dude. I just know that it's green. I mean, it's a very known fact. You look up that color, dude. It's like you look it up, Webster's
The
Dictionary.
Pantone.
The Pantone?
Gatorade green is called.
No,
Nah, you need a fact check, bro.
Green is a pepino one. That's green.
Yeah, that's the pepino. That's
That's my
Yeah,
favorite
but that's
one.
a shade of green. Where the other ones, it's you guys are
You're
crazy.
losing this argument.
Yeah,
right
you
now,
losing,
dog.
bro.
Well, if I had another guy, it was 2 against 1.
Whoa,
But I'll give it to you.
Pause.
Like,
If I had
two
another-
more guys,
If
two
I had
more
another
guys.
guy, I would give it to you.
yeah, dude. That's how you solve every argument. No, but I mean,
That's like look, let me give you an example. That's like me and him saying that that Buzzball, the original, is yellow.
it's green. It's the same color, basically.
Exact.
The buzzball and that is like the same color, except the other one is greener because it's plastic.
The bottle is green. Just
Yeah,
like
the
the old
bottle's
school Sprite bottles, those were green.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just believe it in my soul.
I want it to be true. You're having a Mandela effect right now, dog.
Yeah, dude.
Ooh.
I don't have scientific research to back it up, but I just believe it. You know.
No, you don't. I've been cooking up in the lab lately, trying to get them.
Well, why don't we just look in the back? And shouldn't it be like this color number 30 or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna say yellow number 30, bro. I guarantee it.
I don't know.
What is it called? The food coloring?
Yeah. Ooh, it's gonna be like something green.
All right, let me see what they call it first. You guys keep going.
I don't know.
Oh, well, for me, if I had to get sponsored, I would want to be sponsored. I was gonna say Walmart, but now I think I want to be sponsored by McDonald's, dog.
McDonald's is a good one. I think Tom Segura and his wife were sponsored by McDonald's.
Who?
Tom Segura, he's a
Are you
comedian.
serious?
Yeah, I
Tom
think-
Segura, what?
Yeah, I think I think they might have lost it, but I don't know. They were sponsored
He
by
lost
them.
it.
I would love to be sponsored by McDonald's, dog.
That's a big sponsorship, bro.
Oh yeah, low key,
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's big.
dude, I love McDonald's. I'm like, I'll take McDonald's over
yellow
In
number
and Out.
Yellow number 5.
All
I'm
right.
telling you. I see. I'm telling
That
you.
was
I've
a
been,
good one. I would have never thought about that.
I'm
dog.
telling you, bro. I've been studying this for a long time.
What do you mean? I was
Who's
mine,
cooking?
dude. I
Yeah.
brought that up.
Been cooking.
Let him
I've been
cook.
cooking in the lab, bro.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. You know,
Like
what I
he
mean?
gave me the alley oop and I dunked that shit, bro.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretty good. I mean, I'll give you that. Well, we learned that there's math involved, so I can't deny it.
What math? Was
I don't know,
it?
science. I mean, there's science involved, so I can't deny it.
There was a psychology involved. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Still believe it in my soul, though. I know it's true. It's like imposter syndrome almost.
Do you feel like all water tastes the same?
Oh, this is my
no,
topic
dude.
right here, bro.
Some water definitely has like sugar in it.
I think it has salt in
What?
it. I think some water has salt to make it thirsty. I think Dasani has salt to make you thirstier to buy more water.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about when you take one of those water bottles out and you flick it and it just turns to ice?
Ooh.
What is that? That can't be healthy.
Who put antifreeze in my water?
Yeah, what is that, dude? So that can't be real water.
What's your favorite water?
Damn, bro. I've gained a lot of enemies with this topic here.
Don't say Costco
Talk
water.
to me.
No, that's not my favorite. But I think all water tastes the same.
Oh,
I
you're
do.
an animal,
I
dude.
do, bro. I
You're
do.
tripping.
You're a savage,
Especially
dude.
like room temperature water, maybe you could kind of taste the difference. But if it's cold, it all tastes the same.
I think as a fat person, this is gonna be funny, but fucking Costco water gives me heartburn, dog.
Oh, I thought he was
Hercules.
gonna say Costco water gets me hard. I was like, dang, it's good ass water.
That shit gives me heartburn, dog. I had to stop drinking it. I had to switch over. I went to
crazy.
Arrowhead.
It's so funny,
and Crystal
dude.
Geyser.
One time somebody was like saying about how they had heartburn. I was like, I've never had heartburn a day in my life, and they were like, no, this is what it feels like. And I was like, oh, I never not. You know, I never
Always
not
had
have
it.
it.
How does it give you heartburn, bro? Does that red 40 in it? Or?
No, it has they put something in it, dog, and then it fucks you up.
Dude, no, core water.
Core water.
Core water. You
I've
see
never
that
had that
core
one.
water and it's got that blue top. Well, you know what? It says it's the perfect pH balance right on the label, so that's how it got me. And it always, dude. Sometimes I'll be so high, like I'll just smoke like a blunt or two back to back, dude. And I'll go and I'll have one of those, and it's like so refreshing. It's so good.
Voss. I think Voss with the glass bottle. Oh, I don't know.
that's
like
superior.
This.
Yeah.
I think that's just like the look of it that you like, not the actual water.
No, it's
Well, it
scientific.
tastes even beer tastes better in a
Well,
bottle.
it's scientifically
Yeah.
proven because plastic, when it heats up, it releases chemicals.
Not all of
into
them.
it.
Not all of them.
Let's be real.
Only the
But water?
1 and the 5. It says in the bottom of it. One of them does. Because somebody tried to say that about the Costco chicken. It is always cooking.
Oh.
And she goes, if you eat this shit, you're going to get cancer. But like the type of plastic they use doesn't release any BPA or
Yeah.
EPAs in it.
Yeah.
Because it's not made with it. The plastic doesn't have it to begin with.
Yeah.
Okay, what about one that I've been really
You know what water I really want to taste? The fucking one from Waterboy. The Bobby Boucher one when he dies and they put a little bit of water from the little blue bottle.
and
Yeah.
like glows?
That's the one I want.
Dude, what is that one? It's like a hardcore water brand.
Oh, I think I know which one it is. So that would be
Liquid
that's,
Death?
water.
That's my
Death.
second. That's my second.
Liquid Death? Liquid
yeah,
Death?
Liquid Death's so good. I
They're
love
marketing,
Liquid
dog.
Death.
It is, dude.
Dude, but it's so good. Like the water, it's so
You
good.
tasted it?
Yeah,
I haven't
the other
tasted
day
it.
we were at his show and I was at the green room.
Yeah.
And the whole thing, they have it like if it's like their sponsor or something, but they
Yeah.
had it and I was like, dude, I don't even want beer. It's so good right now.
Bro, Liquid Death, if you're listening to this, please send us a few
Yeah,
cases.
bro, I want
we
that
would
to be
change this
our-
podcast to Liquid Death
the
Podcast.
Liquid Death podcast. Their shit is good though. They have the regular water and then they also have sparkling waters.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I legit hate sparkling
Me
waters.
too.
But those are.
I have
think
to
one of the
agree with
best-
him, dude.
One
It's
of the
like-
best kind.
It's this first of all, I don't want my water moving in my mouth. What are you doing? But then,
Pause.
but that one, it's good, dude. It's got, and then they got like flavor ones. They have
The mango.
they had like an iced tea one that I saw.
Yeah,
too, which
those are
was
new
good.
ones. So they
Yeah.
recently released teas now, and those
Sick.
are bomb.
Yeah, they got
man. Those
good
are bomb.
drinks. Something about it being in a can too.
Yeah.
It actually, dude, I would suggest if you're not drinking, just have one of those. It makes you just feel like you're included at the
Yeah,
party.
it
you
looks
know
like a
what I mean?
Modelo. I remember during the Super Bowl, they had an ad where like they were giving pregnant girls and babies Liquid Death. My dad's
Yeah.
not like, why the fuck are they feeding these kids Modelo?
Yeah.
My dad was mad. He's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck kind of commercial is this?
One thing I've been wanting to do just as a test is I've wanted to just drive drinking that can of Liquid Death and hoping that a police stops me just to tell them it's not beer, it's water.
Oh, yeah.
I've been wanting that to happen, but it hasn't happened yet.
Danny Duncan does that with non-alcoholic beer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He gets
It's
pulled
crazy.
over.
That still has like I think it's like 0.5% alcohol or something like that, but it's still just a taste. So it always weirds me out when people are like, "Oh, I'm an alcoholic. I don't drink," but they still drink those because there's a percentage. It's just
Yeah.
not gonna get you drunk. You got to drink like 200 of them or something.
Talking about non-alcoholic?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a drink at all.
No, yeah, I think it's got like a percentage, like a super short percentage of it.
I don't think so. I think
Yeah, why would they advertise it as
non-
non-alcoholic beer?
Alcoholic means no.
No beer.
How do I Google this?
Bro, you're losing the yellow battle and you're using the non-alcoholic battle.
You're gonna fucking end this podcast 0 for 3, my boy.
Let me see.
And on that note, that was the episode 1. We're not gonna let him fucking
right.
catch his point.
We won't see you next week.
I know. We'll see.
The
maybe.
U.S. and Food Drug Administration allows non-alcoholic beer to legally contain up to 0.5% alcohol. By comparison, a typical light beer contains 3.2% alcohol.
Nah, this was reading off of
Fuck.
Forbes.com. That's
We
not
should-
reliable.
We
I
should
went to IamRight.com.
That's not reliable.
we should have cut him off. We never should let him.
Yeah.
Again,
Kids
Go ahead,
back,
go ahead.
My
baby.
bad. I was like, you can still cut them off.
Just edit the whole thing.
We'll see if you guys come back next week. We'll see if you guys are available. Thanks again for pulling up to episode 1 of the Brown Militia podcast.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and let them know where we can find you guys.
Ernesto Ledesma, stand-up comedy. I'll be in a city near you. I'm going to be at the Laugh Factory in Covina, November 18th and 17th. That's going to be a weekend, so you can find everything, all the info on my shows and pod and all that. ErnestoLedesma.comedy on Instagram.
Yes, sir. And you can catch me and the other compas. Shout out Compa Moises, Compa Miguel, the homies. Find us at Los Compas Podcast everywhere. It's the same thing. TikTok, Twitter, Threads. Nobody uses it nowadays, but YouTube, Instagram, everything is Los Compas Podcast. Catch us there.
All right. Peace.